Okay, let's get into this team. So this is the team that I brought to Hartford. Look at my little, I don't know if you can see, if you see that little sticker in the upper right, that means he has a mark. My Wo-Chien has a mark. In this regulation, the way competitive Pokemon has been going is, yes, right? Dude, let's look at the, let's zoom in. Wo-Chien. He's Wo-Chien the Gourmet. That's what his sticker means. He's a little slug made out of leaves, and evil cursed tablets make up his shelf. His shell. His shelf. Super pause. So he's a dark grass type. Yes. So look at his moveset right now. Foul play. What'd I tell you? That moves around this meta. You got strong dark types this meta. Not him, Murkrow. You know? His shelf. Super pause. So, competitive Pokemon, the way it's been going is new game comes out. Let's just use that Pokédex for competitive. That's the rules. So we had one regulation where it was just the Pokédex. No special Paradox, no special Ruined Pokemon, of which he is one. Series B, they let in the Paradox Pokemon. Series C, which is the current rule set, they let in 4 Ruined Pokemon. So the other 4, Chenpao, Tinglu, Chi-Yu, super powerful. Wo-Chien, he has the rap of being the worst, and I think that's BS. He is the GOAT. He is the best Ruined Pokemon, and I'll tell you why. First of all, look at him. He's so damn funny. That's the live Wo-Chien reaction. That's the live Wo-Chien reaction you've heard so much about. And he's just like, he's my favorite one of the 4. So that was, I had been running a Palafin Rain team type jazz for the first 2 series because Palafin is my favorite Pokemon from this gen. Look what I got myself. A shiny Palafin. And when he transforms into All Might form, you can bet he looks sick. He transforms into his All Might form, he's black. He's black and blue. He still has some blue accents. It's awesome, but solid purple right now with the heart on his chest for saving people because he's All Might. That's my favorite Pokemon this gen. Close second would be Mousehold, I think. I have to think. Like, this is what I'm saying. They have those gray little shirts on, but I have a shiny of him. He has a yellow shirt on. Him for real? Dude, this Pokemon's so funny that it starts off as Tandemaus, which is the couple Pokemon. They're 2 mice just holding hands. They're a couple. When you evolve them to when you level them up to level 20 or 28, I forget, they evolve in your party without an evolution screen, and you just check your party, and they've multiplied. They've had a family, and now they're the Mousehold. So I love this Pokemon. It's so sick. But anyway, like I was saying, I have been running a Palafin competitive team. Yes, they're babies. There's a rare chance, too, where instead of a family of 4, you get a family of 3, which is even cuter. I have one of those, too. I have to find it in the box and show it off, but it's basically just the little baby on the right. I have been running Palafin teams for the first 2 series, and then Regulation C, I wanted to start fresh, and because I was thinking about doing Chenpao Palafin cores were pretty cool, and also they had Palafin Balance was huge with Tinglu, Fluttermane, Amoonguss, Arcanine. But I was like, I'm gonna pick my favorite Ruined Pokemon and build a team around them. So I picked Wo-Chien. Great natural bulk. That is his bread and butter, is being super bulky. He's super bulky, decent. He's got decent attack, like special attack, whatever. Well-rounded. Great bulk. Great bulk. Grass type, like. People get over, like, kind of get hung up on his typing. It's kind of poor defensively for a Pokemon with such great bulk, and it's not... Dude, tank. They kind of get hung up on his typing, but that just makes him a great user of Terastallization. Grass Cannon. Hell yeah. And his ability, Tablets of Ruin, makes it so that all Pokemon surrounding him, even your partner on your side of the field, get your attack stat lowered by 25%. I believe it's 25%. That's basically an Intimidate user. That's an Intimidate user that doesn't even need to be switched in on the Pokemon you want to Intimidate. So that's helping his bulk so much there too. And this guy, I have him, I think I have him, like, EV investment we'll go over, like, I have him invested a bushel of bulk. A bushel of bulk. I have him invested to the bump. And what to the bump means, we could go over EV like in depth if you guys want me to. Just let me know in chat if you want me to. EV invested to the bump. Basically, when you're EV training Pokemon, 4 EVs at the start increase the stat by 1 point, and then 8 EVs increase the stat by 1 point after that. Certain, at certain junctures, you're gonna get an 8 EV investment, and you're gonna get 2 stat points. So I'm pretty sure I invested into the bump for special defense, and then I put the rest in defense. Especially defensive beneficial nature, minus attack because he's not specially attacking at all. But let's go over his moves. Foul Play. Great user of Foul Play. He's getting Stab on Foul Play. He's a Dark type. Foul Play is a Dark type move. EV trading is like the stem of Pokemon. Dude, that's what took me so long. I was studying. I got a PE. It's a professional EV trainer. That is my license. My Wo-Chien. So Dark type. Foul Play is a Dark type move. You get Stab. That's same type attack bonus. That means you're increasing the move's power by 1.5 times. You're hitting every strong physical attackers. This Foul Play is going to go nutso. So that's why I have him there, and you don't need attack investment on your own. And it doesn't. I'm pretty sure it might be subject to Tablets or Ruin, but I don't think it's subject to Intimidate or any kind of drops like that. Leech Seed. Sappin', gimme that life back. Combo with the leftovers on him. He's just passively healing all the time. Pollen Puff. That's a bug type move. You can hit your opponent, and you can also hit your ally, heal 50% of their life with that. And then Protect. Mind Games. Protect Mind Games are awesome. We need that on a bulky Pokemon. OMG PE teacher. Class is in session. Okay, Glamora. Let's take a look at Glamora first off, if you guys haven't seen him. He's a little ball. He's a ball. He's got kind of like this tail, and he'll open up. He explodes. He's a poison rock Pokemon. I think it's such a cool typing. And when I picked Wo-Chien, I picked Glamora. That's my core. I was like, because, and other people have been kind of onto this too. Glamora has an ability, Toxic Debris. Whenever he gets hit by physical attack, yes, CC, oh my god. Look at this girl. Look at her. She's so awesome. This is the Pokemon that grew on me the most this gen, I think. I love Glamora now. At first, I was like not even super into it. I saw Glimmet, it's pre-evolution. I was like, okay, kind of cool, whatever. And it, dude, totally grew on me. I love Glamora. Ability, Toxic Debris. You're gonna die. Please don't die. Contain yourself. We're not even through the cuteness and the spectacle here. We're not even halfway through this team breakdown. We have Toxic Debris. You get hit by a physical attack, you're setting up toxic spikes on your opponent's side of the field. Whenever they switch in on those, they're getting poisoned. 2 layers, toxic poison. Poison increase is every turn the poison damage is increasing. So that's why I picked Glamora. We got Wo-Chien, Leech Seed, Glamora, Poison. The residual damage each turn is starting to rack up, right? So every turn they're taking little chip. Challenge impossible. This fella over here, we gave him her an Assault Vest. Assault Vest is a move that increases your special defense stat by 1.5 times, so I didn't have to invest that much in special defense. I made it special attack focus, so it like she could deal out the damage, and I invested a lot into that. Assault Vest, the catch of increasing your special defense by 1.5 times is you have to have 4 damaging moves. You can't have status moves. So you might be like, dang, you can't poison anyone with Glamora if you have an Assault Vest. Wrong. I can just actively poison you. This move, Mortal Spin, in doubles in particular, hits both opponents. Tiny little physical chip damage. And Glamora's got a weak little physical attack stat, not a physical attacker. Poisons both. Guaranteed. Guaranteed poison if that's what we want to go for. We got Power Gem, Stab Rock type power move. Energy Ball. You said get ratioed. Yup, get ratioed. You're done. You're done, kid. Earth Power for coverage because we want to have a ground type cover. Lets you hit steel types as Glamora. Energy Ball. If you notice, we have our Glamora set to grass as our Terra type. That is a great defensive Terra type for Glamora because the Rock Poison, quadruple super effective to ground. Grass makes it a resistance, and we get Stab Energy Ball. Now we're hitting water types for super effective. We're hitting ground types that were so threatening for super effective. We're flipping it. We're flipping the game on its head. And I didn't even go over Wo-Chien Poison Terra type. Now, we'll talk about adjustments that I've made to this team, not in-game, but like labbing and in my head. Things I've been thinking about, but Poison Terra type, because that's going to give you a resistance to Fairy, which was super effective against you. And you're going to be neutral to fire, so a lot of Flutterfish combos. Flutterfish is what they call Fluttermane Chi-Yu, you know. We're going to be in good shape on those. But you do gain a ground weakness, which you were resisting before. But at the same time, you're getting Fairy resistance, and you're unable to be poisoned, which is important. Which is important for a Pokemon like Wo-Chien who wants to stick around long. You don't want to be taking chip damage that is going to like basically nullify your leftovers. So we have these two legends as the core that we're like, okay, let's build around. Now, 2 Pokemon I wanted to include right here: Volcarona and Fluttermane. Sparkly's next to their name. Ooh, we love the fire resist. We love it, and we'll get into the fire resist because we'll get into it a little bit later. Water Terra type is another valid Terra type. Water is such an incredible defensive Terra type and just type overall in this rule set. Not a lot of things that are hitting. Not a lot of popular mons, I think, or moves that are hitting water types like super effective like that, where that's their primary goal. That's like a damage dealer like that. It's a great defensive typing, as well as your offense into like some threats. Like you could hit. Like, think about hitting those Chi-Yus, those Fire Terra types on Annihilate, stuff like that. So I think a Water Terra type on Wo-Chien might even be better. One reason is because sometimes you want Wo-Chien to be able to take care of ground types. You want him to put him to bed, especially with Glamora, who's weak to ground. And at that point, it's like you got to pick one to terrestrialize, but, you know, it just gives you... I think it gives you a little more flexibility. We got Volcarona and we got Fluttermane. These are 2 Pokemon I want to shout out. My brother Mokuba in chat caught me this Volcarona. Volcarona, one of my favorite Pokemon ever. That's a shiny Volcarona. And I had to bring this Pokemon. I wanted to build around him, and I think he works really well. There he is with the Sceptile Pokédex emote. Thank you so much, Mokuba. You're a legend. That's my brother, dude. He hooked me up with the shiny Volcarona and a shiny Iron Moth up here. Look at this. What a legend, dude. Also one of my favorite Pokemon because... dude, also one of my favorite Pokemon is Future Volcarona, dude. I love that. Dude also hooked me up with a shiny Azubro. I hooked him up with some shinies, too. I hooked him up with the shiny Roaring Moon. I hooked him up with the shiny Dratini himself another time, alright? Not outside of this giveaway, I hooked him up with the shiny Dratini to pay him back for this. Because this is legendary. We got the Azumarill. True legend. You know it. Yayo. We do a little shiny hunting. We do a little shiny hunting. I wanted Volcarona. Shinies don't end there. Fluttermane. This is a shiny from Madrone. Madrone, if you're in chat, you haven't chatted in so long. You were going off at the beginning of stream. A dabble of shiny hunting. We're going off at the beginning of the stream, dude. Look at this shiny Fluttermane. Although, this is one of the easiest shinies to get in the game due to a little exploit. It doesn't matter. You got to put in the effort to get it. This is so awesome. And Fluttermane, you know how dominant it is in this format. Crazy. Let's go over Terra types for both. Volcarona. Madrone's is the worst. Ollie, what's up, dude? Ollie! Welcome, dude. How was dinner out? What were you up to? I'm gonna compare these 2 Pokemon. These were like offensive powerhouses that I added, and I'm gonna talk about them both at the same time because I really want to like compare them and talk about how different they are, but how I guess they complement the team. So let's go over Terra types. Volcarona, I went with Water as a defensive Terra types. I have to give Lionel his dinner. Lionel the B Show, BRB. We're not going anywhere, CC. All right, let's stop the stream until she gets back. No, I'm joking. We went Water for the Terra type on Volcarona defensively. We just don't want to. We want to turn Water into a resist. We want to turn Rocks, which mess up Volcarona. That's a 4 times hit. We want to turn those neutral. We want to make our Fire neutral a resist as well. And this is kind of like the mind game you can play when you're going up against Flutterfish, because it's like Flutter Mane is if a Flutter Mane is gonna hit you with a fairy move, you're resisting that. If a Chi-Yu is hitting you with a fire move, you're taking it neutral. Water resists. You're trading your fairy resist for a fire resist. That's not bad. Also getting a ground resist where ground was hitting you neutral. Volcarona pretty solid outside of the rock hits are messing you up. Flying too, but that's okay. That's okay. We got a little mark on him too. He's Volcarona the early riser. You see that? But let's compare that to Flutter Mane, where we just went Fairy Terra type. Now, one, you're losing the Ghost weakness, but Fairy Terra is basically doubling down your stab. You're getting so much more stab, and this Pokemon is cracked. Cracked fairy moves, cracked special attacker, so fast. One of the fastest Pokemon in the format. So just to get the moves off, that much, like, you're getting these insanely strong fairy. Sometimes, you know, if your opponent's not prepared for it, let's Terra Fairy Flutter Mane, just bam, increase damage. These are Pokemon that resist fairy, chunking their health. And they're, think about Volcarona and Flutter Mane, they're both special attackers. Gomora too, which means they aren't weakened at all by Tablets of Ruin. You're just ruining your Tablets of ruining the attack stat, physical attack stat of the Pokemon you're facing. These boys, they're taking hits. They're eating hits better. Like I said, it's like another Intimidate. Right here, we got the Citrus Berry for some recovery. Basically, ability, Flame Body, you're getting burned. Physical attackers don't want to touch you. You're getting burned off that. Citrus Berry, that is basically to ensure some guaranteed recovery, because what this Volcarona wants to do is go for a Quiver Dance. We want Volcarona to Quiver Dance. I invested just enough speed to where Volcarona is outspeeding everything in the format after one Quiver Dance. Everything in the format that's not scarfed or boosted, after one Quiver Dance, Volcarona is outspeeding. And Quiver Dance is also increasing special defense and special attack, so it's hitting harder too. It's hitting faster and harder. Faster than anything in the format. Heat Wave spread, Stab spread, awesome. Protect, again, Protect, we need that. Quiver Dance setup. Bug Buzz. I put Bug Buzz on this Pokemon, and I was like, because I wanted it, I was like, what are the 4 Rune Pokemon? All dark. What's going to hit them? All of them super effective. Bug Buzz. Except for Chi-Yu, it hits it neutral, but it's still good to have an option to hit Chi-Yu for neutral. The one thing I maybe would change is, now that I'm thinking about it, is I would maybe go Terra Grass on Volcarona and put Giga Drain to give it a Grass move, which I think would be, you know, you're hitting water types, which I said again, very common. Very common as a defensive Terra type. But the Giga Drain's hitting them hard. Quiver Dance is my fake Bug type move. Hell yeah, Ollie. It's so cracked. Dude, Hisuian Lilligant gets physical Quiver Dance. It's called Victory Dance, I think. It's physical Quiver Dance. Just does attack instead of special attack, I'm pretty sure. Maybe defense instead of special defense, but also speed. Bug Buzz. So I would either do that, or I would leave the Water Terra type and just put Giga Drain on anyway for different coverage, or maybe even Terra Blast, Water Terra Blast. You're hitting Chi-Yus. You're hitting Chi-Yus for super effective, and sometimes Chi-Yus are Terra Water, so maybe the Giga Drain would have been better. So that's just something I wanted to think about, labbing this team, updating it a little. Flutter Mane's Choice Specs. Choice Specs Flutter Manes I feel are so popular, but I've also seen a popular Booster Energy variant. I'm using kind of like an OG EV spread on this. I still have max speed on this, and I think I went timid so that I didn't have to put too many EVs in Volcarona over here. Like I said, I invested enough in speed so that I could go, I could outspeed everything in the format, not scarfed or boosted after a Quiver Dance. And because of that, I didn't really invest in special attack that much, but it's still so high. You can see it's still so high without any investment. Of course, this is at level 77. It'll get scaled down to level 50, but Quiver Dance is going to boost that and make that respectable. It's going to be a 200 number. I put a lot into physical bulk just to make it live longer, to be able to get that Quiver Dance off in sweet. Choice Specs, like I said, this spread is kind of OG. Max Speed Flutter Mane, and I've invested into defense and HP enough that I'm living a Palafin hero form Jet Punch when they're not terrestrialized or in rain. So maybe kind of situational, but there was a time, and I feel like that's what I'm kind of saying. I feel like this spread is maybe a little outdated. There was a time where maybe Palafin Balance, they weren't running it with Pelipper. I think rain teams are back on the rise now, maybe, and that's like I've seen stuff with Azumarill again. and among other things. And I'm sure Pelipper might even be crazier now because I think it makes like the Genie Storm moves in Regulation D maybe 100% accurate. I have to confirm that, but except for except maybe Tornadus's, which is weird. I think I heard someone saying that. I don't know. Either way, went with choice specs on this. And so we invested in max speed, HP to live the jet punch, and then rest and special attack. Just dumb. So we're locked into these moves. We just went for Dazzling Gleam spread. Instead of Shadow Ball, I went for Hex because I felt like we could be getting status with our Gyarados. You're going to see us Thunder Wave. Glamora's trying to poison. Volcarona can burn. I felt like a lot of the time we're going to be our opponent's going to be status, and Hex gets double power if eclipsing Shadow Ball by a lot if the opponent is status. So maybe a little situational. Again, maybe the coverage move should be Shadow Ball just to make sure you're KOing other Fluttermane immediately and they don't have to be poisoned. But again, like I was saying, we're outspeeding Fluttermane that aren't running max speed. Because there are some Fluttermane that aren't running max speed. And also my Volcarona was outspeeding some bulkier Chi-Yus without Quiver Dance. I won one tournament I played at Hartford, one tournament game that I played at Hartford, I was outspeeding Chi-Yu without Quiver Dance, and I learned that in game 2, and I had lost game 1. I came back in game 2 because of that, and that knowledge just boom elevated me to the next level. Just able to close out the dub there. We had Moonblast, crazy fairy move, Dazzling Gleam, spread fairy, Thunderbolt for the water coverage. Now this is the only alteration I've made to the theme since Hartford in-game before we ladder, because I wanted to tell you guys about it. I had Psyshock on it, and the reason was because Terra Poison was a common Terra type on like Tinglu and stuff. Now, Terra Water I'm seeing a lot. Maybe you see Tinglu like with what do you call it, with Terra Poison still, so he doesn't get poisoned. But Thunderbolt lets you snipe Gyarados. It lets you hit all these like steel types that are Terra watering in front of me because I have a fire type in Volcarona. They're going Terra Water. So that's the one adjustment I made to you guys. Otherwise, I'm keeping the team true. Thunderbolt. Okay. Now, what did I need to complement this? I needed something that could deal with the ground types that were coming after Glamora. And what if I Terrasilize Wo-Chien and I'm SOL? Baxcalibur comes in. Ice type. Hitting ice moves, crazy. Loaded dice move is making his Icicle Spear hit 4 to 5 times guaranteed for huge power. A lot of people have been switching up Baxcalibur set. This is kind of an earlier Baxcalibur set. Like, as far as the loaded dice goes, people are switching for Icicle Crash. I wanted the reliability, and you'll see here I wanted Protect 2 with the loaded. That lets you get Protect with the loaded dice. You got Spear. Ice Shard gives you priority. Earthquake, Terra Ground. So I'm getting Stab Earthquake. This can wreck people that aren't prepared for it. This can wreck people. So I went max attack on Baxcalibur. I invested defensively in HP and physical defense to live a +1 Drain Punch from Annihilate. That's not even Baxcalibur's not even Terrasilized. He lives that. And then I put the rest in a little bit in Special Bulk, and then I put the rest in Speed. Now, if I was again, adjustments I made after the fact, or I would like to make after the fact, Baxcalibur I've found great user of Assault Vest. I think I would switch the Protect for Glaive Rush. We'll give him his Signature Dragon Nuke back. And Icicle Spear for Crash. You don't need dice to guarantee the damage. But you get this benefit of crazy special defense. Whatever I invested in speed on this one, I would invest in special defense. I would give this team a form of speed control. And then perhaps Gyarados switch with Iron Bundle, and then I would let him rock. And Glamora, I would do a Focus Sash spread, max, special attack speed. I think those are like, those would have been like better adjustments maybe for this meta, and whatever. Madrone, I've been here the whole time. I'm sure you have. Okay, well there's a test on this after. And Glamora, what were you saying? I've also seen adaptations to have Citrus Berry in Glamora because it does live some hits, depending on investment, but I like the max speed, max special attack. And one thing about Glamora, like I was saying, I think an Iron Bundle could do well on this team for speed control, because Baxcalibur with like no speed investment, Glamora with max speed investment, not even, and you can still have a modest nature, so you're doing special attack, is still outspeeding everything in the format after Iron Bundle gets off and Icy Wind. Everything that's not Scarfed or Boosted. But yeah, so that's this guy right here. He really ended up being MVP for me on a lot. Because this team is gonna have to. I mean, you have Earth Power. Maybe it's not hitting super hard. You have Heat Wave. Needs to get Quiver Dance to be really chunky in these steel types like Golden Go, King Gambit, Excalibur, Earthquake, wrecking these Pokemon. So again, not just the ice ground types giving me options into the steel types, the fire types too, GU. And ground is making you like get hit neutral from GU and Flutter Mane moves. And that's why I was saying it'd be better to invest in Special Bulk now looking back. So that just to make sure I'm living those types of moves, because you know, crazy Flutter Manes with Beads of Ruin, Choice Specs, everything, they can still chunk, but Assault Vest Excalibur is the truth, dude. Now, this is the wacky Pokemon over here. We're gonna show off this Gyarados. This is my shiny. I caught him, and you might be, oh, Red Gyarados, the easiest shiny in the game. This isn't Gold and Silver, all right? This isn't Crystal. This isn't Heart Gold. This isn't Soul Silver. All right? We worked for this. We did an outbreak. We caught this Gyarados. And it's funny because I EV trained this Gyarados, same spread, same everything. Caught the shiny about a day before the competition. I was like, you know what? I got to bring the shiny. I felt so bad, too, for the other one, but we had to do it. So the thing about Gyarados is most people are running this spread Waterfall, Protect, Thunder Wave, Taunt. You're taunting Amoonguss. You're Thunder Waving. You transferred it from your Game Boy. Oh, crap. Before the Pokemon Home update, I was sending it in. You know. You're taunting Amoonguss. You're taunting other Pokemon that, you know, whatever, but mainly Amoonguss. You're Thunder Waving stuff. You're crippling their speed. You get a Thunder Wave off on Flutter Mane. Excalibur eats those. Protect. Again, bulky Pokemon. As many Pokemon as I could on this team, which ended up being 4. Protect on it, because that's the whole thing. We want to rack up residual damage. Now, most people go for Waterfall on this. I was like, forget the investment in physical attack. I even went minus attack on its nature. I made this Gyarados Binding Band Whirlpool, because I was like, if we're going to Leech Seed poison things, I want to keep those Pokemon in. I'm going to trap them in, and they're not going to see it coming. Nobody's going to see this coming. That's what I was thinking. And it did work. I don't think anybody else had a Whirlpool Gyarados, and a lot of people were caught off guard by it. It really helped me win games. In my last game at the tournament, and so I was playing a game, and I think I lost the first one. It was against a Palafin Balance team, which I had prepped for. Lost the first one, adapted, got my game plan, won the second game, like totally wrecked. I'm pretty sure with Terra Ground Excalibur maybe, totally wrecked. And then the third game, I set up Leech Seed, Poison, and Whirlpool on this guy's on this guy's Ting-Lu. This guy was a legend. Shout him out. This Ting-Lu, this poor Ting-Lu. You're double protecting. Ting-Lu's taking chip from Poison, chip from Leech Seed, which I'm getting back his health, chip from Whirlpool. And what this item Binding Band does, normally a Whirlpool is going to chip you for a 16th of your health. That's an 1/8 of your health now, is what it's chipping opponents for. So that's why I went for the Whirlpool. I invested in HP and physical bulk. That's it. Looking back, again, another thing, maybe on this team in particular, I should have done special bulk. The reason being that Fluttermint, I was thinking of physical. Like I said, these last two Pokemon were for dealing with Ting-Lu, and they were for dealing with like the Iron Hand stuff and whatever. But again, because this Gyarados, it might have to be after an Intimidate, living wild charges from the common invested Iron Hands. It's living wild charges. Water, flying. Wild charge, 90 base power, stab on Iron Hands with insane base attack. Gyarados is living. Steel, I went for the defensive Terra type because, like I said, if I'm not going to specially defensive investment through the roof like I did with physical, I want to be able to tank Flutter Mane hits, which is still kind of hard if you're just not Terra'd. But if I'm Terra'd, I'm eating a Fairy hit, and maybe one hit is the difference. How crazy would it be if he was making all this stuff up? Yeah, who would even know? Do you guys... Okay. Oh my god. Oh, dude. Is everybody still with me? I feel like how do you guys feel about the team breakdown? I mean, that's pretty much it. I don't want to bore you guys anymore. I'll take that as a let's stop. No, we're pretty much done. We're done with the team breakdown. That's how it works. We're gonna trap stuff with Gyarados. Adjustments I make to the team, like I said, I would consider Excalibur, Assault Vest, Glamora Focus Sash, because I don't even have a Focus Sash user on this team. Gyarados, I might even switch out because the trapping, I don't know. I feel like the meta adapted a little, or the meta evolved, and I feel like I have to evolve with it. And I feel like what this team needed was some speed control. I feel like an Iron Bundle would have cooked on this team. Like I said, it gives the potential to Focus Sash, Glamora, and Excalibur, and Unquiver Dance Volcarona to outspeed the format. And then maybe if instead of Flutter Mane, maybe I did a Golden Go. Maybe this little Gimme Gold replaces Flutter Mane. But Flutter Mane is, I mean, it's an awesome Pokemon, but another route you could go is instead of Flutter, you keep Flutter Mane and maybe you bring Chi-Yu instead of Volcarona, but I love Volcarona so much. But Lionel's very specific mealtime has ensued. We made it. Legend. Did you see a lot of shiny pokes at the tournament? A decent amount. I feel like a decent amount, but not too many. Not too many, really. Here and there. I'm trying to remember ones that I saw specifically. I saw a couple, but not too many. I had 3 on the team. I feel like I was jazzing up. You know what's funny too is my Wo-Chien. Let's look at his perfect attack IV. He doesn't. I just went over how you don't want special attackers, Pokemon that don't use their attack stat, to have a huge attack in like IV. Now the reason I looked the other way on this because I could have switched him for my brother's Wo-Chien, which has a very low attack IV. Lucky for him. I said F it because this Wo-Chien has a sticker. He has a mark for Wo-Chien the Gourmet, and he's a dark type, so he's taking Foul Play as a resistant hit. Plus, no one's hitting Wo-Chien with Foul Play. You know what I mean? It's just not. It's not really like that. The different, like if you're in a situation where you get down to the wire and you say I'm up against a Wo-Chien or a Murkrow Foul Play me, and I die on that little bit of chip, I was like, I'm willing to take those odds, but I did the calc and I compared like, you know, perfect IV versus weak IV. It was a couple percent. Again, if you're going to competition, maybe you don't want to leave anything to chance. I went for the flex. I caught my Wo-Chien in the Luxury Ball, and he's got the Gourmet mark. Feel like your drip is next level, you got 3, baby. Yes, exactly. My drip is next level. Drip too moist. Let's get that in writing. Oh, it is. Okay. But yeah, I styled on him with the Pokeballs too. Look, Wo-Chien, Luxury Ball. Glamora, standard Pokeball. We can't. Volcarona, like I said, shinies, always in Premier Balls. Flutter Mane, Premier Ball. Excalibur, Repeat Ball, that was for the breeding. Gyarados, Premier Ball. These are shinies. Look at this Gimme Ghoul. He's a Luxury Ball. Palafin, Premier Ball. Shiny Hydreigon. Let's look at Hydreigon, dude. My shiny Hydreigon, because in the old formats, I was running an AV Hydreigon. Green. So sick, the green and purple. Normally, he's blue and black. And then we got over here Gold Azumarill, also Premier Ball. Chromed out, dripped out Iron Moth. Boom. Oh, look, I'll show you guys the Citadel I caught the other day. Citadel. Grayed out. He's turning jet black when he evolved. That's so sick. And then we got Tarantula. Red Thread Tarantula. But alright. Let's get into some games. Let's do it. Also, I made the team public. I tweeted out the rental code. If you guys have the game and you want to, like, give the team a spin, like, feel free. Totally public. Use it up. Use it up. Let's get into some battles. Oh, that is so disheartening, dude. Madrone, dude, we lost. We won the game and we lost on a timeout. Slade, you're dripping with Micho. Welcome. Do it again. All right. Yeah, we'll do it again. Another Garganacl team here. We got... Dude, that was the epitome of getting stalled. That was the epitome of getting stalled. We won the game and we lost on a timeout. Like, we entered our move and then it said battle was over, you lost. I cannot believe that, dude. That sucks. I cannot believe that. That match went on forever. Madro, can you clip, like, back far enough? If not, there's the VOD. I'm sure we can clip it afterward, but that was crazy, folks. Crazy. It's like doing a raid. Out here, how can you give it tips? Legend, Wesley. Alright. Man, I'm just so I'm just so annoyed by that, man. Alright, let's go Glamora. We're bringing Glamora. We need to change something up, man. We're bringing Glamora. F it. We're going crazy here. Alright, sounds good. It's right afterwards. Oh my gosh. Well, it's gonna save the VOD, right? We can find a way to download it or record it or something. I wasn't recording the stream. Either way, whatever, man. That's so frustrating, dude. We managed that so great. Alright. It'll be in the VOD. Okay. So here is a tricky thing. What we're gonna do, we can Water Terra. We don't want to. Volcarona is really weak to Garg here, so we're gonna protect. What we want to do is... I don't think we want to blow our Terra. We want to try to pick up Tinglu as fast as possible. Try. I got this. Okay, I'll watch that in a second. Can I trade after this battle? I don't know if I can go through do like a trading spree. My heart is beating. Oh yeah. Dang. Let's see if Ice Spear picks up. If it's Citrus Berry, it may not. If not, it was a Mental Herb. Okay, we pick up a Mungus. That's good. No need to deal with Spore antics. It's so tough too. That's what another thing when I was talking at the beginning, Wesley, like Volcarona, a good Terra type is grass as well. I think that the format kind of adapted to Volcarona grass being the best Terra type, only because you get stab on Giga Drain also. And he went for Salt Cure he went for Salt Cure, so that was a good play. Good play by us. We're gonna pick up this Flutter Mane here with Terra Drain. Hopefully. God willing. So we can switch to Gyarados and just accept the fact, or you know what, Volcarona in the grand scheme of things is not gonna do crazy. I think our best move is we're gonna go for Quiver Dance. We're gonna go for Quiver Dance here, and we're going to Terrasilize and try to pick up Flutter Mane. We're gonna Terra Flutter Mane. If they Moonblast, it kind of blows. If they Moonblast. Oh, you never see Terra Fire Flutter Mane. When have you guys seen Terra Fire Flutter Mane? Are you kidding me? Wow! That's blowing my mind, man. I should've... I was so sure. This is closed team sheet tech. Closed team sheet tech, you gotta, like, be prepared for everything. And I think my mindset in these games is like, oh, we're going open team sheet. Mystical Fire. The one thing is that he's going to be increasing our attack stats, so that's nice. Lower special attack, he's increasing our attack with Thermal Exchange. Here's Quiver Dance with Bolt. Because Salt Cure, I'm praying doesn't kill, but again, we're just eating something with this slot. Imagine Ice Spear picks up with the attack boost. It picks up. You're kidding me. You're absolutely kidding me. Oh my goodness, dude. That's a clip. Dude, resisting Terra type. Baxcalibur. Why would he Mystical Fire us? What was he cooking, folks? And now we see if Guard picks up with Salt Cure. Volk, you did your job. If it does, okay, dude, half. That's how physically bulky this Volcarona. Volcarona in chat. Nom that berry, dude. Nom that berry. We don't care about a Salt Cure. So, they blew their Terra. So, that lets us Bug Buzz Tinglu. Because I believe it's going to be an Assault Vest Tinglu. We're going to Bug Buzz we're boosted with Bug Buzz. We can forget about that, and then with the Pokemon in the back, we're going to take care of Guard. We're going to do this. We're going to double into Tinglu, try to pick it up. He thinks we're going wide guard, dude. He thinks the Heat Wave EQ. Flip flap. Flip flap. Tinglu's toast. And that's the beauty of Icicle Spear backstabber, is like, you're picking up things that Icicle Crash doesn't. Although, the survivability of Assault Vest probably makes it more viable. Because you're chipping stuff to the point where you can pick up with Ice Shard anyway if you hit. Plus the special bulk in general all around, and the versatility of a dragon nuke. Basically we go for Bug Buzz now, and we go for Protect, maybe? Yeah, we're gonna go for Protection. This could lower special defense too. He went for Iron Defense. Very, very cheeky stuff. Does he have lefties on this guard? Yep. Okay. Dude, shout out Madrone, got me this shirt for my birthday, right, Madrone? It was a birthday present. When I was in Italy, dudes were saying, "Yeah, we love Kurt." So funny. All right, and we're just gonna go Icicle Spear because we're boosted attack both ways. I think we pick up. I didn't want to risk a wide guard and having this go to another turn. We needed a redemption match. GG's to my opponent. Hell yeah. It was like I was leaving Italy too. I was like on the plane and one dude's like walking to his seat. It's like, oh, dude. Cash Boy Shiny salute. GG's to my opponent. Well played. GG's to my opponent. Dude, shout out Winter Night VGC. Shout out Scooteezy. That's where I got that from. They were the first people that I heard of this OG Fluttermane spread from too. Got some rewards. Let's continue. Okay. Look. Let's see. If we go on a streak here, we could maybe get Master. Shout out Kurt! Kurt! Yeah! Dude, who would Kurt main in Street Fighter? Cammy Love? Alright. We'll check out these clips later. Or I'll click them so I got them open. I have them on my other screen that is like I'm using to watch. I'm listening to the bout. Again, we're just doing something with this slot. Imagine Icicle Spear picks up with the attack boost. It picks up. JP. Here, 1 sec. Oh my goodness, dude, that's a clip. Switching up our real quick. We're back in business, boys. Sorry, stream might cut out for 1 second. Coming back. All right. Okay. Let's do another dub. Whole battle. Where we get a dub. Yay! We've been a little cheeky tonight. We've been a little cheeky with our calls. Hunter! Dude, they usually say the hunter is stronger than the hunted, but... Okay! Dude. Okay. Let's see something here, guys. We might want to try out a different team than usual. We can bring out Volcarona and go for a Quiver turn 1. And I think maybe we bring out Glamora, try to set up some poison, try to get some poisons. And then Wo-Chien is nasty. Wo-Chien is hard against Scizor low-key. The Bullet Punch is tough. That's why we might not be able to bring Fluttermane here, because the Bullet Punch is nasty. But we do kind of like him to take care of stuff like Annihilate. And Skeletor, and the Dirge. And also their Fluttermane. What do you call it? Gyarados is also hard to bring here because we don't want to Defiant boost their Annihilate. So I think maybe this time, honestly, we might bring Vax in the back, and it's a tough call because Fluttermane or Wo-Chien. Let's let Fluttermane rock. Praying like our win con is going to be that Volcarona takes care of I'm sorry, Scizor, and then maybe we can roll through the rest of the team with Flutter. Very cool trainer card, dude. Very cool. But I did like Wo-Chien to this matchup a little bit. It was the same sort of con where you want to do that with so I'm wondering if this floor just... Oh my goodness! This is a cracked Fluttermane. Did you guys see that tech? Wow. What they're doing is their booster energy Fluttermane. And I feel like that puts us immediately on the offensive. I feel like if we Quiver Dance, we can't take 2 hits. We have to go Mortal Spin. Floor just has choice specs. Oh my gosh, dude, this might be just like a barreling down. A Terra Fairy Fluttermane with... These are our 2 best matchups into it. This is so absurd, guys. I've never, like, the tech people come up with that close cheat sheet. I think we live still. Okay. Ah! That's so crazy, guys. But it is tech, technically. So if one of us, like, falls, Dazzling Gleam, I don't think is gonna pick up our Fluttermane, but it could. You never know what happens, dude. We could Protect Cycle here. Here's what we want to do. We want to protect. Or, you know what? We live. So we can go Heat Wave, because we live their most powerful attack anyway. We're going to Heat Wave or we could go for the Quiver Dance reading or Protect or something. But I think we Heat Wave and Power Gem. Maybe Forges. Heat Wave might pick up here, but let's double the Fluttermane to just put the pressure on. Just to make sure that we knock it out this turn. Yeah, it went to the same stuff, which we know we live. So we kind of like dodged a fast one here, boys and girls and legends around the world. Is that catching on yet? Now we're gonna eat up. So I want to see how much this Heat Wave would have done. It's a good thing we didn't get greedy. I'm thankful. Okay, the burn might have picked up, but we don't want to leave that to chance, dude. Volcarona and Glamora. First match we brought Glamora to, putting in the work. Love to see this. So Forges is on the field now, and it has choice specs. Oh, it passed choice specs to Fluttermane after the booster energy gets used. That is so smart, dude. I'm really, like, into that. Okay, we got the Dirge! Shout out to Dirge! Okay, here's what we're gonna do now, boys and girls and legends around the world. I don't think we blow our Terra here. I think what we do is we Power Gem that slot. We're gonna Heat Wave again. Just for chip. And we're gonna Power Gem. Because they blew their Terra, and I think that, I'm pretty sure that a Power Gem does like a big chunk on this. Okay. Let's withdraw. Who they bring? Scizor? This Heat Wave next. This Heat Wave next. We're picking up Scizor. Dude, why'd they go for that? I've been Heat Waving the whole time. Why were they not aware? Oh, that's a rage. That's a rage, dude. That's a rage quit. That's a rage quit, guys. I think we get a dub for that. That is a rage quit. That's a rage quit. GG's. We get the dub. Rewards? Yep, okay, we got the rewards. That was a rage quit. It always scares me when people rage quit like that because... Cooked him, that's right, Dill. It always scares me when people, like, quit like that because instead of just doing, like, you know, the gentleman's forfeit, get back in the game, this is, like, rage quitting like he turned off his Switch. And that, like, you know, it jumbles up your game, it gives you the error message, everything. And it makes me so nervous that it's, like, it's gonna make my team take a loss. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's annoying. Dude, Volcarona. I love you, Volk. I love you, Volcarona. And that resistance to the fairy move is what let us win. Like, he thought he was picking us up. Okay, this is a Trick Room team. So this is going to be really scary. So what we're going to do, again, this is like... Man, this is tough. This is tough. This is one of the weaknesses of my team. But I think what we do is we're going to go for... I think we're going to go backs, hoping that they lead Indeedee and Armarouge. Oh, nice rage quit clip. I think what we want to try and do is taunt... We can taunt Indeedee, I'm pretty sure. And then we're going to go for an EQ with backs. And just hope that that works. And for, let's look at like the rest of their team stuff. Volcarona's super strong and resistant. Fluttermane helpful, but I feel like kind of like it gets the speed boost. You don't really care about that in this match. And also Sucker Punch from King Gambit is going to be smoking. The only thing that makes me nervous about Gyarados here that stinks is if they lead King Gambit. In that case, we're going to need to take care of it immediately. So let's have... Oh, sorry, guys. Let's have Lamora in the back and try this out. LHY. Let's have... I was going to say let's have fun. Let's have yum. Cool fit. Styling. Oh, the Japanese Indeedee. Okay, they have the Shiny Armarouge. That's what I'm talking about. Shiny Armarouge has blue eyes. Otherwise, a cool looking mon, but pretty funny stuff. Okay, so what we do here is we're going to taunt Indeedee, and we're gonna Earthquake. We're gonna stab Earthquake, and try to pick up Armarouge. So this is just kind of like what we have to do here. I don't know if we necessarily need to slow our Tera, but I think we really want to. Baxcalibur is going to be our offensive like powerhouse this match, and we want to protect him. Ground Tera protects him from King Gambit that they could have in the back. They're going to Tera. Let's see if they win Grass, or if they win on Indeedee. If they win Grass, then it's a little bit annoying. Because we could have gone Icicle Spear on them, but not the worst thing in the world. That was a good call from them. They might be Trick Rooming with Armarouge. So, good on them. They might not have been predicting the Earthquake necessarily, but they could have been predicting a... Yeah, so he went for Trick Room. So that's unfortunate, guys. That's one thing you do. It wouldn't have mattered because we would Icicle Spear anyway into the Indeedee. So now what we want to do is we're in the Trick Room. We're going to have to live with it. We need to, like, game manage out of it. And the first step to that is protecting, I'm pretty sure. I think we have to protect, because they're just going to go for a, they're just going for, what do you call it? They're just going to go for an Expanding Force. We can also roll Blue Indeedee. Let's do it. Let's roll Blue Indeedee. We don't want to, like, protect staying slot. But we want to go for, like, maybe there's a chance that we get double slot. Doubled into one slot with this, you know? Expanding Force, we could have seen that coming. But there's, like, there's nothing we can really do about this. Gyarados lives, which is nice, but hopefully Indeedee went into... sorry. Yeah, Indeedee went into Max. Okay, that's pretty cool. So another thing we could do. So now we're gonna be chipping Indeedee like this. So we need to either. This is something that perhaps a Assault Vest Excalibur might live, and that's what I'm talking about with the Assault Vest. But Indeedee is taunted anyway now, so we kind of effed ourselves like that. We should have taunted Armorage, but we couldn't with their Follow Me. So we kind of have to go for Icicle Spear on it, pray that we live, and protect with Gyarados. Just slap GG, Elite Four, never see it. Crew CG, you're a legend. This is just the tough stuff. Would have been decent to bring Armorage. Not Armorage. Would have been nice to bring, it would have been nice. Oh well. It would have been nice to bring Wo-Chien here, because Psychic Immunity, you buy another turn, you Fire Protect, stall out a Trick Room. This kind of stinks, guys. Basically, we have to put our eggs in this basket and then both run away. How many turns? Okay. We can protect the stall out one more turn. It really stinks that we lost Max here, guys. And we can either double protect. We have to go for a double here. Heart of the cards. Yeah, boys! The double! We pick up Indeedee. Now, the only thing this makes gnarly is if they bring in Torkoal in the back. But we picked up Indeedee with Whirlpool. That's a dub. Oh, man. Because what that lets us do is, now, if they have, like... It's tough because they're going to have King Gambit. Oh, we didn't even pick up Indeedee. Okay. Okay. And he shrugs off the taunt. Okay, so something cheeky we can do here is go for a Quiver Dance. Because that is like... We're gonna live it. We're gonna live anyway. Well, you know what? No. It's gonna give us more power going out, but we need to pick up something here. Triple Protect. Let's try it. It failed. This guy's like, you son of a gun, man. Do we live? Alright. Let's see if the Citrus Berry does it for us. This is one where you kind of like wish you brought... maybe we should have brought Fluttermane to like totally come in late. No, because again, they have King Gambit, dude, we're cooked. Let's pray we live with Psychic. We live Psychic? Wow, Volcarona is putting in work today. Volcarona, you're a legend. And that's why you run Bug Buzz. So, Indeedee is now in striking distance. Immortal Spin will pick it up. But that's just how we needed to play, everybody. You know how it goes. And now, it's kind of annoying because it forces us to target him down this turn, because we can't let them set up Trick Room. That is like, without a doubt, we cannot set up Trick Room. If we set up Trick Room. So, okay. We have a shot here, folks. Here's what we gotta do. We gotta Bug Buzz to guarantee this, and we have to Power Gem to guarantee that. But, hopefully we've put an end to their Trick Room. Trick Rooms are always so tense for me. Okay, this should be easy. Well, we have to hope that we pick up with Power Gem. And that's where the sequencing comes in here, important. Volcarona goes first, so we pick up, and now we get Power Gem on Torkoal. Power Gem one-shot, it one-shot that Torkoal. Hopefully it one-shots this one. We saw it before that we did one-shot. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, we did it! We did it, guys, yes! Awesome! Nice, nice. Okay, we've kind of turned the game on its head. Hey, Sylveon. Sylveon. Dude. Okay, here's what we do here. We're gonna protect once. Do we go for the Mortal Spin? Because what they're gonna do is Hyper Voice. They're gonna Hyper Voice. And this buys us one more turn of taking like spread damage with Hyper Voice, or should we just go for Power Jet? Because we could go with Mortal Spin and Chip. Venoshock would help. Let's go Power Jet. We're gonna... Yes! We did it! Yes! Oh, that's close! Okay. Legends, I think that's Master Ball. We stalled out the Trick Room. We stalled out the Trick Room. Yes! Yes! Dude, team's a little outdated, but it's still, we pilot that. We pilot those teams. We pilot those teams. Let's go. No, we're not going to keep battling. Okay, look, we're going to check our results. Hype. Oh, is that the Crucy G emote? Let's go. Let's see. Master Ball! Yes! 17-21! Let's go! Let's go! Yes! W's all around, dude. We picked up that 3 in a row at the end. We picked up that 3 in a row. 3 in a row. Everybody go nuts. Let's go! Yes! Oh, that's so hype. Ah, that is so hype. Now you have to help me. Oh my gosh, dude. Nice. Dang. Dude, what a stream. What a time. Not quite 7-2, but we're Master Paul, baby. There's a 7 and a 2 on my screen. There's sandwiched between 2 1s. 2 1s.